I'll take this one. You take this one. You got it. Right?
No, you. Paper beats rock.
Oh, rock. I thought scissors.
Right? I don't know why it's not scissors.
All right, we're underway. Urza Saga to start the game for Adam. Mox Diamond. We'll set up a prediction poll here for Twitch chat. Hushbringer. Wow. Game 1. I don't know how that really affects Dave's game plan, but that's a funny one.
Slaver or Platinum Angel or one planet. I got 2 dice also.
Yep.
All right, here's the automaton. I forgot the exact name of the card. I think Dave just said it, but I missed it. It's the automaton, everybody. The one from Neon Dynasty.
All right. 3.
Can anybody help us out and remind us the name of this card?
Well, this is a pretty boring list. So.
Patchwork automaton. Thank you, Mayor. All right, Urza Saga ticks up to 2.
This is a litmus test of sorts, I guess.
All right, a little bit of weird noise in the background from the air conditioner, I believe. We'll keep player volume a little bit lower so we don't have that weird ticking sound. All right, tapping 2. Torpor. All right, so Adam really, really doesn't want creatures triggering abilities. Attacking with Hushbringer. Mycosynth Gardens in Adam's graveyard. I don't know if Dave at this point in the game knows what Adam is up to here. I've played against this deck that Adam is playing. I played against Adam, and Adam was playing this deck. And there's a lot of spice in here. It's quite a brew. A lot of unexpected little traps and nasty little treats. If you're not ready for it, a Dreadnought will kill you. All right, here's Chalice on 1. That complicates things, though. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, Patchwork Automaton gets a +1/+1 counter. It has Ward 2 and starts as a 1/1 for 2. So one of them is now a 3/3, one of them is now a 2/2. And no attacks.
Yep.
Chalice for 0.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're not ready for attacks yet. I thought Dave passed the turn for a second. All right, so Chalice on 0 then to follow up. The automatons get 1 more counter. Life total is corrected. Another Chalice on 0. All right, this is going to be quite a beatdown. The other Chalice counters that Chalice, attacking for 5.
Take 5.
Down to 16. Kip is here with a resub. 27 months for Kip. Kip, one of our best people. What's up, Kip? I was chatting with Kip the other day. Thank you, Kip.
Pass the turn.
The Urza Saga can fetch up the Dreadnought, though. Let's see if that happens. All right, searching now with Urza Saga. Let's see if we get Dreadnought. You see a Dreadnought pulled to the front of the deck, but maybe thinking if there's anything else that could be better. I've had Adam in a match against me cast a Dreadnought and then with its ability on the stack, copy it with Mycosynth Gardens and then sacrifice the original. That's one way they can do it. The other way is with these Hushbringer Torpor Orb effects. I don't know if manifesting is in Adam's deck off the top of my head. Don't remember seeing the manifest game plan with Scroll of Fate, is it called? Thinking about Haywire Might. All right, Adam in the chat confirming no manifest. All right, there's a Dreadnought. I think Dave Kaplan has played some Dreadnought decks and maybe in pre-modern, or I don't know. I feel like I've just seen Dave play Dreadnoughts before. So Dave knows what's up. Whether or not they knew what Adam was going to be up to when this game started. So Adam has a Dreadnought. Here's Horizon Canopy. All right, using the floating mana from Urza Saga to draw a card, sacrificing Horizon Canopy. Attacking with the Hushbringer, okay. Pass. So let's see what Dave can do about this Dreadnought. I don't know what could be in the deck to remove it. Maybe something like... Yeah, what would be in Dave's deck that could remove this Dreadnought?
Probably. Well, you didn't know I was drawing dead, so it's hard to make that decision.
I'm trying to think. I'm getting a little bit of a blank right now. Right, here's Nettle Cyst. That'll trigger the automatons one more time. All right, there's a Phyrexian Germ, a sad Phyrexian Germ token for Dave Kaplan. So the Germ has +5/+5 currently. Yeah, Twitch chat is raging about tokens on today's stream so far. It's been bad. I admit that. It's been really, really, really bad. An F. Oh, man. Not a day goes by that I don't think about Token Gate and everything that happened to me and the fallout, the backlash. And then a couple of months later, other Magic people tweeting the same thing, and then everybody was fine with it. All right, here's Yavimaya. Hushbringer attacks. Yeah, Specchio did have a Goblin Shaman token, but it wasn't signed. So that bummed everybody out. I walk so others can run. Oh, dear God. Or Can Man with more unhinged takes in the chat. Right, there's Arcbound Ravager. That's what we came here for, right, everybody? Everybody that spent channel points to make sure we watch this match. If you're watching this later on YouTube, please understand that Twitch chat picks round by round which matches we're going to watch. So if you're sitting there right now thinking, why the heck am I watching Phyrexian Dreadnought versus Arcbound Ravager? That's why. That's why. All right, here's a Walking Ballista. Should be interesting. All right, players trying to make sure life totals are correct here. Maybe losing track of Ancient Tomb, tapping for mana. I think it's right. This should be the third time it's being used. I think Dave is right, but I'm not 100% sure. The YouTube commenters will be playing it back and making sure everything... All right, so Urkan Man saying Dave should be at 9.
I almost kept Leyline 82 pound, but it's like, well, if you have days or force to lose. Very, very tempting.
Like the Stompy player in me is like,
Yeah.
It's possible there was an error. I really don't know.
Against counter styles, I think I'm gonna not do this.
See, I haven't heard that initiative is banned,
Chris is on
So one of the automatons is a 7/7. One of them is an 8/8. The Nettle Cyst has +7 +7 currently. Arcbound Ravager can potentially make this board. All right, go into attacks before I can figure out what to do. Dave's going to attacks. So anybody familiar with Arcbound Ravager and what it's capable of?
This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 7, 7.
Oh no. Okay.
You can sack artifacts and then have Ravager sack itself to modular plus almost encounters onto another creature. So this is potentially if the 7/7 automaton and the +7 +7 germ get through, what can Dave do? If we block just the 8/8 automaton, get through for 14 damage, sack the blocked automaton, sack Chalice, sack Walking Ballista, and sack Arcbound Ravager. But then that lowers the power toughness of Nettle Cyst. I don't know what the plan is here. Okay, so blocking.
5, 6, 7. Should be taking 7, 7, so 14.
Yep.
Should be going to 4.
But do you sack the blocked creature? All right, we're sacking the blocked creature, so that should leave Adam at 5. Right? Because the Nettle Cyst shrinks. This is confusing. But now, okay, so that seems to be the plan. And now sack the rest of the artifacts, add the counters to Walking Ballista, and finish them off. Yeah, Twitch chat starting to point that out now. There's no way. Okay, so Hushbringer might actually shut off modular, they're thinking now. But I'm not sure on that. What does modular do? Exactly. When it dies, you may put its plus encounters on target artifact creature. That looks like a trigger to me. So Hushbringer would shut that off, I believe. Do we have any level 7 judges watching?
There's a triggered ability, right?
Yeah.
The death thing is a trigger, yeah. So modular, I think, is countered here or shut off by Hushbringer. But Dave's going for it, and it seems like both Adam and Dave weren't sure how this worked. Besejo on Walking Ballista in response, though. All right, so it didn't end up mattering. Adam still won the game.
Okay.
That was a lot to think through. Even for me, just as a spectator. I was trying to figure out if Dave had lethal on board just from combat damage and when sacking would be appropriate, either during combat or after combat with the Walking Ballista. And, you know, if you've played Affinity, you're aware that sacking your whole board, as we just saw, forgetting for a moment the whole Hushbringer situation, it can backfire. So Beseju was pretty good there. On top of Hushbringer, Adam had pretty good interaction for the Steel Stompy attempt for the kill. All right, so Patchwork Automaton is back on the board. We saw it grow quite large in game one. Urza Saga to start for Adam, who in game one fetched a Dreadnought with Urza Saga after Hushbringer and Torpor Orb was on the table. Let's see if the game plan is the same. All right, discarding Ancient Tomb to Mox Diamond.
Yeah, right. No, I think
You saw three. Three forces, 3 days. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be
Miri's Guile. Okay. Expedition map. Interesting. Perian, thanks for the follow. What can Expedition map do in this deck potentially? Find Gardens or find Urza Saga? There's a Mox Opal for Kaplan that triggers the Automaton.
Well, so weak into this matchup was usually my best matchup, but I haven't been seeing any Delver on MTGO. So green makes my matchup against like control so much better. So, but it weakens this one because you can wasteland.
Shadow Spear, mana floating.
Plus the bias is quite
Equip.
stress on the mana base for against your deck.
Attack.
Yeah, like
Swing for 4. Pretty good.
I was definitely sandbagging.
And
Sorry, I think I had a wasteland when I caught it.
Yeah.
And wasting Urza's
The
Saga.
top card I saw was just a blue card, and I just kept it.
Yeah. I would have done something.
Seems like a good start to game 2 for Kaplan.
Upkeep trigger.
Yeah, you take those out pretty much always. Yeah, I mean, I take out the Foxes, I take out the Cards, I take out one Alpha.
Now, I don't know the full composition of Dave's deck. I played against Dave at this event. I did not see any Transformer cards. What would be the Transformer card that would be a fit for this deck?
The thing about Nutties I find is that you have so much redundancy in card quality that like taking one card often is not enough. So like yeah, I can push through one spell with one Foxies, but like you have brainstormed.
The playmats are making seeing the card super hard.
You brainstormed the force at the top.
Sorry about that.
Through, and I never get
All right, here's Torpor Orb.
you to go like
Yeah, the green enchantment on Adam's side is Miri's Guile. I'll get the
so
um,
even if it's like if I Thoughtseize you and
text up.
phase it just to make me use the mana so I can't.
Thank you, chat. Kentucky Fried, thanks for being here.
I might not even be able to resolve the next turn. So it generally feels bad.
Walking Ballista for Kaplan, attacking with a now 5/5 Automaton with lifelink. Torpor Orb on Adam's side. There's Guile happening.
Was it the like an alternate art one?
Yeah, the new one. I now own like so many shipments. I have a set of like basically every of the art.
Oh, nice. You can like you can also lowers the equity of all the free mana.
This one looks sick,
I
right?
love it. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I should. I need to get shoulder, even if it's just.
No, Walking Ballista is not affected by Torpor Orb. It does not have an enters the battlefield ability. It just enters with counters.
And he did like a really elaborate, like full.
Alright, there's Mycosynth Gardens on Adam's side. Attacking now is Kaplan for 6, I believe.
Not Jasper, 4.
Looks like Kaplan's going to pass a turn. Let's see if this expedition map gets activated.
Yeah, I'm sure
I don't know what Adam can find that is super exciting here as far as lands in this deck.
Oh, okay.
And so he was like, I did this one too, do you want it? And I played into like a CDH deck as an outlet card. So I was like, sure, like I'll take that one too, whatever. You seem excited. I will just buy it for you.
That's why I love it when like the artists get pumped.
And a turn of crop rotate, sacking
He
this.
numbers the proofs.
Okay, crop rotation, sacking Tree of Tails on end step.
And then I was the first person to get the other.
I don't know what happens now.
Like I was the second one, and the other person got one for them.
What would crop rotation find that's interesting here?
I would keep them for myself as well if I was him.
Number 1, yeah.
Okay, just going for Urza Saga. Hmm. Can potentially also use maps still now that Urza Saga has entered.
May as well crack this.
Okay, so now the expedition map has been cracked. What will it find? It's like Yavimaya has been pulled to the front of the deck. Now Tree of Tails. So maybe just looking to make sure a land drop happens next turn. I'm unsure. I don't know if a Dreadnought... Okay, finds another Urza Saga, actually. I was going to say, I don't know if a Dreadnought is that exciting right now. Walking Ballista can potentially still win Kaplan the game. Potentially. Unless we see a Beseiju happen again, which... Actually, it would have been interesting if Expedition Map searched for Beseiju and put that in hand as insurance against what we saw happen in Game 1. Alright, Miri's Guile happening here. Maybe Adam already has Beseiju in hand. Kaplan could be thinking. Adam in the chat saying that would have been a good idea, so I guess that wasn't in hand. Okay, so Urza Saga ticks up to 2. I guess the plan here is to start pumping out constructs. They would be 3/3s. It's not that exciting. Ancient Stirrings. All right. You have any modern players watching? And if you're watching and you're a modern player, are you excited to see Ancient Stirrings today? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Okay, looks like Ancient Tomb has been found. So Ancient Tomb and Urza Saga are both in hand for Adam. A land drop has not been made yet this turn. Tron flashbacks, yeah. Okay, so Mox Diamond. Okay, that could make use of one of the extra lands in hand. Discards the Ancient Tomb that we just found. Plays Urza Saga, okay. So now Urza Saga, with 2 counters on it, can start pumping out some 4/4s. Is that exciting? Steel Overseer comes in. Okay. Swing with both creatures now. Looks like Adam is hellbent. Mycosynth Gardens could.
I'll make a construct.
Yep.
Yeah, Mycosynth Gardens can't really do anything here. Okay, making construct.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a 6/6.
Yep.
I guess Mycosynth Gardens could copy the construct, or does it say non-token? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to read it. But I don't think growing it by 1 more power toughness does anything. Okay, so Adam says it does. It does say non-token. So Adam goes down to 2. I think that's game now with Walking Ballista available. No, passing the turn is Kaplan. Adam was hellbent. Is there something I'm missing here? Oh, I'm an idiot. The Steel Overseer is summoning sick. Never mind. All right. So at 2 life, still a precarious situation for Adam. The sagas are ticking up now. I think a few minutes ago also I was talking about Walking Ballista as if it was Ravager, maybe. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. I think I said sack an artifact to add a counter to Walking Ballista, but maybe that was game 1. I don't know what's going on anymore. Nobody listened to me. This game is hurting my brain. Thank you, Dave Kaplan, for sharing our coffee link in the chat. All right, so Adam tutoring now with Urza's Saga that just popped. Finds a needle. All right, naming Walking Ballista. That seems pretty good. The second Urza Saga can now start pumping out constructs. Adam has a mana floating. These constructs would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5s. Potentially. All right, uses the mana that was floating. Haywire Might. So now they would be 6 6s. Haywire Might could potentially blow up Patchwork. Mycosynth Gardens can also copy Haywire Might if needed before damage. It has ward, yeah. Oh, yeah, non-creature. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Haywire Might can only blow up non-creatures. All right, there's a Mem Knight for Kaplan. Yeah, the spear maybe, yeah. I think it's obvious a lot of the cards in this match I haven't played with much. Thank you, Dave Kaplan, for the donation. Appreciate it. I mean, all right. Kaplan now reading Mycosynth Gardens, which can only copy non-tokens. We refreshed our memory on that. And Haywire Might can only blow up non-creatures. Refreshed our memory on that as well.
Yeah, you can't do it again the next turn, right?
Right.
Not my day.
So the Urza Saga on Adam's side can create a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 with Mycosynth Gardens that could potentially become a 7/7 somehow.
For green and 2.
Is it my non-creatures?
Oh. Yeah, you're right.
All right, Adam making the mistake and someone pointing it out off camera of using Haywire Might on the automaton. Thankfully, it was corrected. New cards. So
Yeah, I'm just dead. I could have made a construct and block, I guess. But
maybe that's showing a little bit, but yeah, that was a little bit of a premature scoop. I think making a construct a block would have been decent.
I'll keep.
And after that, maybe next turn,
Alright, ready?
you can start swinging the game to your favor, Adam. Yeah, block and kill spear, and you gain life from the might. Exactly. All right, Mirror's Guile on turn 1 for Adam, and another Patchwork Automaton to start the game for Kaplan. Yeah, the life totals were 40 to 2. That is worth considering.
Saga?
Yep.
All right, here's Urza's Saga. Yeah, Twitch chat thinks the game is winnable, but we're moving on. Mox Diamond, discard Ancient Tomb. Hushbringer. Pass the turn. So now we know about Hushbringer and its interactions with Arcbound Ravager. If you were to ask me an hour ago, how does Hushbringer affect Arcbound Ravager, I would have said, wait, what? Doesn't seem that obvious right away. All right, another automaton. So a similar start to game 1, I think. First one pumps the second. Urza's Saga comes down. Mox Opal, that triggers both. Yeah, we're all learning together, exactly.
Like a good looking
All right, attacking for 3. I don't think we're going to see any blocks. Is this the first time in this match that we've seen Dave have an Urza Saga? I can't remember. Maybe. Alright, attacking with Hushbringer. A little bit of lifelink action. Mycosynth Gardens again, but passing the turn now is Adam. Urza Saga is live to create constructs for Adam. Potentially 2 cards in hand, it looks like. All right, an end step play here. Spatial Contortion on Hushbringer. Interesting. That's a card I don't see in Legacy very often. I like it. Spicy.
And it destroys it, or?
I played that card a bit in Modern Eldrazi. Nice one. All right, Urza Saga ticks up to 2. Hushbringer is gone. So Urza Saga will think twice about digging up a Dreadnought on Adam's side next turn, it seems. Needle.
Gotta get on the grind. I didn't have the like that.
I'll respond by making a construct.
All right, responding by making
And needle's
construct.
good.
All right, naming the gardens here. So, as I mentioned earlier in this match, gardens can copy Dreadnought with its ability on the stack, become a Dreadnought, and let the original die to its own ability. And players are discussing it.
That's nice.
Okay.
Counter magic plus enemy situation. Definitely know that.
I'm pretty sure it's filter ability counts as ability, like 99.9.
Okay, so the players are discussing here if Mycosynth Garden's second ability is affected by Needle. I believe it would be. Is it? Why wouldn't it be? Is it a mana ability? Is the question. I don't believe so. X tap, Mycosynth Gardens becomes a copy of target non-token artifact you control. Yeah. That's not a mana ability. The first ability is a mana ability, the one where you convert mana into any color. Right?
I don't know. That's the idea. I don't know. I didn't like competitive last year. Yeah.
So just the copy ability would be shut off.
I went to like a whole leveled up. I played like a tiny bit, but I'm okay. I play Falco and I'm picking up.
All right. Attacking with the two automatons. The construct is just a 2/2. A 4/4 and a 3/3.
He started playing Prime like as a meme at first, but now he's like really
I don't know if I gave you an extra point of life, or did you get the life gain off your Hush?
Oh no, I didn't get the life gain. So then 11.
And
I haven't played a
Okay. Untap. Upkeep trigger.
supported, you know. I don't like Street Fights. I got to. The only reason I even got to Elite was just because I just like get like aggro and
Oh, my bad. The copy ability is the third ability. Okay. Oh, yeah. My brain was telling me that the add colorless or add one mana of any color was just the first ability. But yeah, it technically is the first two and then copies the third ability. So they were wondering about the second ability. Okay. My bad.
yeah, they're just like
I'll make a mana.
So you play.
Thank you, chat. All right. So Urza Saga made a mana. Besage you on Needle.
But probably 3 nights. It's like how much can I do?
This is with the Saga's third chapter ability on the stack.
Search.
I'm gonna.
weekly subscription.
Activate.
Okay, so in response to the search, Kaplan's going to make a construct with Urza's Saga in case Adam searches up a Needle. So let's see what Adam finds. I'm guessing it will be a Dreadnought, and then copy it with Gardens.
And with the trigger on the stack, I'll make a copy of it. Sure. I'll stack the copy to the trigger.
Yep.
All right, there you go. So doing it in the reverse this time, keeping the original on the board, stacking the land. That is a copy of it. Urza Saga fetches after making another construct for Kaplan, which are going to be 7/7s, it looks like. I think. Okay, so it'll be Shadow Spear. That's pretty good. Is there a life from the loam in the Dreadnought deck? I don't know the answer to that. I think there is a Crucible of Worlds, though, but I'm not sure. All right, Chalice on 0. That'll trigger the automatons, it looks like.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
Okay, Chalice on 1. And pass the turn. This doesn't feel like a loam deck to me. I don't know.
It was good.
Maybe one copy of loam. All right, Hushbringer is back again.
Pass the turn.
Loaming Saga in Gardens looks fun. I don't know if that's what you want to be doing with this deck. That's my take on it, having done no testing whatsoever of this deck myself.
Oh, it's a pass. Okay. That's fine.
Like in one round. More people drew?
Yeah, they're like a draw. I mean, I don't know. I must be like 1-1 in the third game. They went to turn.
And then like we got Respang combo. So it's a lot of
You've
combo.
been like messing around with the food chain.
It's like combo. It's
I mean,
like combo
for
versus
me,
So you got a
everything's
9?
kind of new still. Like, all the mono has the 2 cards in it.
Okay, Arcbound Ravager just hit the stack. This could get interesting. Remember, everybody, we saw in game 1, Arcbound Ravager's modular ability is shut off by Hushbringer. Here's Walking Ballista hitting the battlefield as well. So the constructs on Kaplan's side were created by Urza Saga, and they are quite big.
I saw some of these.
There are 11/11s.
And I'm like, here's
Actually, I used to remember the card for that. I took that back. It was like,
oh yeah.
unless you're going like a lot of
All right, Kaplan just passes the turn. I believe we're in extra turns now. I think a die was just placed on the bottom of the screen. We can't see it. There it is. We're in turn 2 of extra turns, it turns out. Red die at the bottom center of your screen is keeping track of extra turns. This match has gone to time. This is turn 3 now. If Hushbringer can be removed, the game ends. Lotus Petal, that pumps the automatons. Is that enough for a lethal swing now, is the question. Shadow Spear can equip something.
I had tons of
all my graveyard hates so
Adam has 3 blockers. The constructs on Kaplan's side, I believe, are 12/12s now. A Shadow Spear equipped makes them larger than a Dreadnought.
You got it.
All right, swinging for the kill in extra turns.